all companies have employee value propositions. Whether you've articulated them clearly or not, you have one. You may not even be aware of what it is, but trust me, you have one anyway, right? So if you were thinking about someone came and presented, here's my employee value proposition to you, what questions do you ask them? What things do you challenge them on? What do you have them think through to hone that down to where you think it's going to be more effective?
I think I want to stay just a little bit with the previous question and then segue into what you're asking right now. I think this bit of collaboration always starts, by asking, what does the other person really care about? And I think at the end of the day, marketing still sees its primary function as, having better sales and more sales, and getting the products and services out there, even if that is changing a little bit. I think the questions that HR needs to understand is, what are the priorities of marketing and how can HR help in some of that? Now, right. Kevin and Brian have both talked about this diversity inclusion thing. And yesterday on International Women's Day, Haagen-Dazs, which is an ice cream brand, came up with 3 flavors named out of 3 prominent women to convey to the market how important it is for them to talk about women and equity and diversity. And I think that example of Haagen-Dazs naming ice cream flavors after these prominent women, example of something that HR deeply cares about, which is inclusion, diversity, people, culture, and marketing, which clearly cares about how do we create a differentiated product offering, get more sales, get people to pay more attention to us. And that was a beautiful synergy of marketing and HR coming together and going after a goal. Now, if I'm an employee and I'm, thinking about Haagen-Dazs, a prospective employee, and I'm looking at the fact that look at the campaign they've come out with. They could have come out with 100 different campaigns, but this is the one they came out with. Now that, is a value proposition that I want to work for. That's the kind of culture that I want to be a part of. So the question there's one question and one suggestion. The question is, are you creating a seamless, integrated experience for your employees as well as your customers, where they feel like they're all part of the same experience once they come into your orbit, right? That is an important question. A suggestion that I have is, I think that HR people sometimes can spend too much time talking to other HR people. So it is time for you to kind of step outside the boundary and start talking to more business people, because marketing people also care about what business people care about. And I'm going to do a little bit of a shameless plug here, because I'm just surprised. I run these on storytelling programs. I have got people from sales, operations, marketing, legal. Can you believe it? Legal is paying attention to storytelling, and I have nobody from HR. So I'm going to actually put a link in there, but please get out of your echo chambers and start talking to the larger community within the organization if you want to be seen as relevant.